Yeah, I don't know if the storage space is gonna make this video last longer. I try to clean it up. It's probably gonna cut off in a short while. Alright, I got something to say about these full auto submachine guns, these air rifles. Damn, what's wrong with this thing? Yeah, the Heckler and Koch, yeah. I did a gun review on this a couple of times, but I got something else to say about this. This is my second one right here, brand new. I just bought it, what was it, somewhere near the 4th of July, just now. The other one I had before this was like, let me see, I'm guessing maybe April or May of 2023. I got another one like it somewhere in the storage in my place here. It's somewhere in the storage right now. I got the first one I bought is exactly like this, and this is my second one. This is the second add-on. So I hope that bitch don't come here. So I would have to say, what was I gonna say? Oh, compare this to Crossman's guns. This is Umarex Heckler and Koch. This is the HK 416, 460 feet per second. It shouldn't be 50. It said, I know I saw. I know I saw 460 feet per second, 460 FPS. So I think it's 465 or 460, one of them. What's really good about this? It's better than the Crossman DPMSR. Get it? DPMSR. You know how their banana clip is like way down here somewhere? Like somewhere about right there. Hold on a second, let me put this on. Hold on a second. Their clip is like down to here. It's the same color gun as this, but it's got that thing that comes down right here and go back up. I don't know what you call that. That's a DPMSR from Crossman. And it's got almost the same lockjaw right here, like this one, like the charge handle. It's almost the same size as that, but it's heavier and it's a shade thicker and more stocky looking. Well, their magazines, you know, you load the BBs up in here and you put them in here. Only 25 holes in here. And the FPS on their gun is not as good as this. Well, of course, you know, I would have to say it's not as good. It's not as good as a Steel Storm, the Steel Force, or the Steel Storm either. The reason why I'm complaining about that is because you saw the videos of me shooting a DPMSR. Yes, you did. I made a couple of videos of it, and you saw when it failed. You saw when it started spraying out air. It's like, when I lost 8 of these. I kept putting them in there first. This one, the left side first, then the right side. And as soon as I turn it, all of it goes out. Then I tried 2 more. Same thing. 2 more. Same thing. It didn't matter. So not only, well, maybe you could say maybe I picked up a lemon. Just buy another one, it won't happen. You probably, I really believe that. You might be right about that. But to tell you the truth, their FPS, which is 430 feet per second, it really stinks. It can penetrate that container I was shooting. Almost as good as this, but not as good as this. This one, well, the one before this, this is the Heckler and Koch from Umarex. This is a Umarex gun. I'm only using this for an example. The first Heckler and Koch that I bought before this second one, I still have it. It's still in there. I'm just buying a second one because I want this as a backup. I don't know what kind of weakness these these machine guns have. So I'm guessing maybe they beefed it up a little bit. But I did short stroke it by accident once or twice, I guess, but it didn't get hung up like the Steel Force, the Umarex Steel Force, which is identical to this. But the thing is, this one seems a little bit tougher. It's a little bit, it's a shade more powerful, all right. I've seen the results. It actually cut that can like butter. It didn't even slow down at all. Every inch of them BBs went into the can at 43 feet. And them cans are thick. They're like protein cans, you know, like whey protein to build your muscle up. Yes, so it usually, well, this one does it too. This 9XP. This one does it. It did it 3 times. This one did it 5 times. Hats off to this one also. It's got some raw, deadly power that's compatible to this. But the thing is, when Crossman says it's 430 FPS, it stays 430 for a very short while, or it fades out. It's like, it seems like it is 430. It might be 425 or 420. I don't know. It stays consistent for a very short while and the power fades out. But this right here, it can stay consistent much longer and punch holes in a can at least 5 times on semi-auto. On full auto, I can't tell if it is gonna go in. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But all that hyper velocity behind each other, it might not hit it so right. But the Steel Storm, yes, it spreads out in a cone. It's like one goes straight, the other one goes left, and the other one goes right. But this one, since it is a rifle instead of a submachine gun, like a pistol, submachine pistol, all of them go straight. It looks like 100 of them in a row. When you see me shooting this at night, you notice that. You see like a straight stream. It shoots like 40 feet, and you don't see any gap space in between each BBs. It looks like 1,000 of them, and it's actually a 6-round burst and full auto. It looks like 1,000 of them going in straight in a row towards that can. But you know, all I could say is that DPMSR not only broke the, this is what caused me to send it back. This is not a DPMSR. I'm just using it as an example. It's Heckler & Koch. It's Heckler & Koch. This is strictly Umarex. On their magazine, when you put the BBs in here, it's only 25. They do not have a storage pouch also in their gun. You see that? That's like 4 reasons why I sent it back. Of course, I already know about the storage pouch. I'm just trying to buy the gun just because I tried to get this first and it wasn't available yet. They didn't have it out on the shelf yet on the website. It didn't hit the website yet, so I tried to use a Crossman DPMSR to replace this. And then now I found out the bad news. It failed in 2 weeks. It only lasted 2 weeks. So now Heckler & Koch stepped in on the website. I tried it again. I tried typing Heckler & Koch in the Amazon website, and out comes Heckler & Koch. I nailed it. So as soon as I sent back that 357 revolver and the DPMSR, I got my refund, used my refund money and bought this one first. I bought another one just like it first. And then, see the vision, cell phone's getting blurry. And now, since I got the first one in the storage, and it works pretty fine, it hasn't hung up on me. I had it for like 3 months now, 3 to 4 months now. And this one, I only had it like 3 weeks. This is only 3 weeks old. 3 to 4 weeks old. This is about a month old right now. So, this type, I like sticking to Umarex. Not to mention, their reservoir, they say it's 500 on the package. To tell you the truth, they weren't so perfect on that. It did better. It's actually close to 700. somewhere about 6 to 700 BBs could go in there. If you pack it up to max, but you're gonna have to shake it forward and backward to sift it out. It's like when you pack them up in there, make sure you shake it side, forward and backwards so you can level it out, even it out, and then you stack up some more in there, and then you keep repeating it. Then you stack up some more in there, and then keep repeating it. So you gotta count how many you put inside of that capsule or that container. Like you measure it. Like those Daisy steel BBs that hold 300 rounds that you buy at Walmart. Yeah, that's what I used to fill up in there. It's like when I use those capsules, then I pour the Red Riders, like the ones you see in there. I pour those in there, and I'm guessing it's 300 BBs. It's not going to be exact. It might be over, it might be under. But I stack them all the way to the top and pour 300 in there. Then stack them to the top, pour 300 more, so you got 6, 3, 6. And then I pour one more and stack it in there. So now you got 7, 8, 9. Or maybe I pour half of it and just, I don't know. It's like I just even it out. It's about close to 700. Somewhere between 6 and 700 could actually fit in there. So this gun actually kind of dished out some extra surprises I never expected. To tell you the truth, I have not used the first replica that many times, but yes, I did use it kind of frequent. I only used it for a short while and then cut away because I had to go to work and stuff like that. So I used it for a short while. I did use it more than 1,000 times, more than 2,000 times, probably about 2,000 times or so, and that's it. This one, close to 1,000, probably 900 times. I don't know, somewhere about that. I haven't really used this one at all, but I did shoot it excessively. Y'all saw it. My last gun video that I did, excuse me. Last gun video I did, yes, y'all saw it. This is the second replica you were staring at. And this tactical light is brand new. It can last. Whoa, hold on a second, man. Shit, turn it on to. Yeah, you see all them blue lights? They last a lot longer. You don't have to charge the battery up yet. You could use that for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and those blue lights will stay full when you store it away. Because it's fresh, the cells are not burned out. Not like this one, when you only got 3 and 2. See, you got 2 of them light up. As soon as you charge this one up and you use it, it burns out fast. It doesn't matter if you buy another one exactly like this, they're gonna burn out. When you turn them on that many times and you keep using it for a couple of weeks, yeah, it's like the LED or whatever it is inside it, the source that keeps it charged up is going to get burned out. So you're going to be charging these things up much more frequent. Because as of right now, this is kind of fresh, and this is fresh. They're both fresh. I actually bought this with another Steel Storm. I got 2 Steel Storms, the submachine guns, and I got 2 Heckler & Kochs. So not only the Steel Storm kind of got hung up, I think. It got hung up just a short while ago. It looks like that one is ready to go out. That's the first one that I bought in my entire life. Couple of months, about 3 or 4 months ago. And that's the one that was used. It came out of the package used, but the package was like brand new. Yes, and the top sight was popped open like that. So somebody was messing with it and they put it back in the package used, and I got it from Amazon just like that. But the second one that I bought, yes, it was brand new. I could tell by looking at it, and I could smell the material on it. It smells new. That one I'm going to have to use to replace the other one that's going out. So in the meantime, I'm just going to finish using the used one. But let me say this. Crossman, I'm not saying that they don't have good guns at all. They got impressive guns, but they don't last. So it's like, I don't mind buying a 480 FPS plastic non-blowback pistol. They got 2 more on the shelf. I think they got an extra one on the shelf. It's tan. I forgot the name of it. I tried to buy it. I said, nah, I better not take any chances. I saw the reviews on that one. I need a 480 FPS pistol, and I need a 500. But the thing is, that Daisy Powerline 415 is also another menace. Don't trust that gun either. The 415 model, the non-blowback that goes 500 feet per second or 495, the trigger will get hung up on that one too. It can. And of course, almost any full auto rifle, it depends on the manufacturer maybe. Usually the steel force with Umarex, that's the only one. If you ever short stroke that thing too quick, or at least once, the hammer will get stuck for sure. And if you manage to unstuck it by messing around, yes, you can unstuck it just that one time. You short stroke it one more time, it's done. Just like that. You're gonna have to replace it. This one, I thought I did it. No, wait a minute, not this one. The other one before, the other Heckler & Koch that I have right now, next to this one, I short stroked that one like 2 times or so. It did not get hung up. It didn't get hung up. So that's good. I short stroked the Umarex Steel Storm over there. I think the reason why it's going out is because I dropped it a couple of times. I had it sitting on the side of the bathtub a few times, and then it fell. It fell in the apartment. No, not the apartment. It fell in the hotel somewhere when I was somewhere next door in Georgia. This was like a couple of months, couple of weeks. Not months, couple of weeks. And it fell like 3 times. I don't know if that's what caused it. But the gun was working perfect. But all of a sudden, it just got hung up. I guess I short stroked it too many times. So it probably went out. Maybe, I'm guessing this could probably do it the same thing. This might do the same thing anyway. But they're making them a little bit tougher now. They're not, I'm talking about Umarex. Umarex is making them, they're getting a little more tougher in the gearbox, but don't trust that short stroke routine. I'm gonna show it to you again. You can see it, the magazine's out. It's on semi, even if it's on full auto. When it's on full auto, like this is what I mean by a short stroke. I know I showed it to you once, I'm gonna show it to you again. When you pull the trigger and it's doing a 6-round burst, alright, you hold it, you wait for it. Alright, let me start over. You spray it and then wait for it to come out, then you release. Now, if you go like that and you're thinking it's in semi-auto, if you think it's in semi-auto and you go like that when it's in full auto already, that's when you're in trouble. You're at risk getting in trouble. The hammer's gonna get stuck. So to unstuck it, you might want to take this out so it don't shoot. Or if you leave it in, like they say, point it in a safe direction and mess with it a couple of times until you hear a clink, or till you hear like you know, if you want to fire a shot in a safe direction. If you want to leave it in there, you could do it that way. But point it in a safe direction though when you're doing it, because these things, they hit like a machine. They're machines. They're not lame. They're not toys. So point it in a safe direction and mess around. And when it goes off like that, then you stop messing with it. But the thing is, once you run into a problem like that, it's bound to happen again, because you disturb something inside of it. So now, since I ran into the same problem with that, it must have fell. Yeah, since I did say it fell a couple of times, the Steel Storm. That first one was already used anyways. It was already messed with. So I cannot tell what hands it might have been in. I don't know whose hands it was in. I can't tell if they took care of it. But the gun did work perfectly fine for so long. But now, I guess maybe because of my side, I don't know. But anyways, I got a spare one. I got a brand new one that I only used once for test firing it, and I've got that one from Amazon, so I'm gonna use that one to replace the used one. In the meantime, the used one is in good shape. I'm just not gonna expect it to last because it's been slightly brutalized even before I got it out of the package. So all I gotta say is my main concern for doing this video is I just had certain things to say about Crossman's guns. They look impressive, but I don't like them anymore. It's like I don't trust them. I don't trust them because you buy something that's colorful on the shelf, you're gonna get disappointed. I've seen too many bad reviews about Crossman. Umarex, I don't know. Maybe I didn't investigate. I know I've seen good reviews on this one. I don't recall seeing any bad. Oh, the bad reviews on this? Yes, this pops up. This pops out. It doesn't close anymore. See? But above all, it's useful. It's still strong. It can penetrate that jug 3 times. I mean, this thing is like 4 months old now. It's like, I bought this in April. And it's still, you might say it's lame on magazine uses. Like, no, not magazine. It's lame on kind of CO2 uses. Like, it only lasts on 3 magazines? 2.5 to 3 magazines. Well, you might say that's kind of poor. It's not poor on my side. It's still got this vicious raw power to a certain degree, and I'm satisfied with this gun. This might pop open and do whatever. Don't worry about it. I'll get another one just like it if I have to. But this one, I liked it so much I had to add a second one. And here it is. This is my second Heckler & Koch. But when it comes to Crossman, I'm scared of going near them. I don't want to try it anymore. So yes, they do have a Night Stalker. My second Night Stalker is coming back. I already sent it out. The thing is, by the time I get that gun, there's a possible chance I might just sell it immediately. I got 2-3 other guns that I'm not really interested in anymore. It's the full auto Beretta by Crossman. The black one, not the silver one. The black one, it costs close to $100, and the Night Stalker, and there's a third one. What was it? Yeah, the Springfield Armory from Pyramid Air. I have not touched the Springfield Armory. That's my third Springfield Armory. All 3 of those guns I'm going to try and get rid of. I'm sticking to Umarex. And the next one, that Sig Sauer tan pistol that shoots pellets. It shoots 20 pellets. The one with the chain belt magazine, the new design. Yes, I returned it. I was going to buy it, but I canceled the order. One review says that it started spraying air on his side. They have that squeeze lever CO2 cartridge, magazine cartridge, You slip the CO2 in there and you squeeze it. It's like one of them levers you use to put air in your car tire with an air pump. It's using that technology now. So you squeeze it and go, it locks. You squeeze it real tight and it locks. Well, I found out that technology might be lame because the wing nuts. Let me show you something. I'm gonna try to put it back in. One BB's gonna come out. There it is. This technology right here is better. It might be hard to reach. It might cut your fingers or whatever. That technology is more reliable. When you see the button or wing nut, that technology is better. That squeeze lever technology, that's just a one-way up. It's like if there's a way you could read on the package label, like If the instruction book says you can adjust that, if there's some kind of device where you can adjust that squeeze lever so it can squeeze much tighter, so the CO2 can go up much harder into the seal, well, then that gun is really reliable. But as you can see, they don't make that. It's just, you just squeeze it once and it goes up in there. Yes, they also say that it's not meant for you to leave the CO2 overnight or more than 24 hours. I don't want that gun anyways. I don't need that. These, you could leave it in there for a couple of months. And the longer it stays in there, for some strange reason, I'm having it lucky, it's a little bit stronger than when you be firing it. Like, even if you rest in between shots and it's powerful, it's a shade stronger than when you take one CO2 out and put the next one in and then go in there, go and fire again. It's like it dishes out less gas, less vapors out the muzzle, but it has so much extra raw power. Not so much, but a shade higher. For some strange reason, if you leave, I don't know, when I leave it in there for like a couple of weeks, 2 months, maybe 3 months, then I start using it, that thing is vicious just like that. It doesn't leak. And not only that, if it's like, if anything does go bad with the seal, you just turn it up a little tighter. That's it. So this gun can last, these guns can last pretty much a long time. They can handle brutality, and that's about it. So it's like, I think I can put that back in there. That's what I like about Umarex guns. They're more durable and more tougher. So all this hype and this excitement about what Crossman's got, yes, their guns are realistic, they feel realistic, they sound realistic, they got more mechanical parts and surroundings compared to what Umarex got, but I don't want to touch Crossman stuff at all. You might be having it lucky, but I'm not. I'm really interested in using these as self-defense anyways. I'm not exactly just having fun with them. Because out here, you got a lot of Crip, Hood. People from the Crip really live around this side of Georgia. And, you got people, not to mention they're firing AK-47s in the background when I'm using these. When they hear me shooting this in the background, you hear pop, 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 pop. You hear, it sounds like, you hear a lot of machine guns going on. Then it's nothing near like this. You could hear it like, it sounds like a couple of miles. It sounds like about 1.5 miles away, or half a mile. It's like, this side of Georgia is not as normal. Like, I wouldn't even say it's close to Macon or Savannah. It's different. I've been through this place since 2011. I first came here. So it's like I'm keeping myself covered right here. That's all. I mean, I could get a regular gun, but it's just that background check, whatever. I only got 2 felonies in a lifetime, but the thing is, I don't know. It's something that's going on with the system. I don't know what to say. But I used to have 2 regular guns, but I had to sell them. I had to get rid of them. And then after that, that's when I gained 2 felonies after that. So, and I was homeless at the time, so I had to get rid of them. I had to get rid of a lot of stuff, man. I lost a couple of laptop computers, and I kept buying it back and losing it because I needed money to support myself inside of that minivan. So I kept buying things, selling it, buying it, selling it, buying it, selling it, on and off. But anyways, all I gotta say is treat these guns with respect. Don't brutalize them. Follow the rules if you wanted to stay in shape. All I could say is that on this, it's more reliable because the switch, the thing is with that Steel Storm, the switch floats around too easy. If you turn it by accident, it's gonna go on full auto. So when you pull it, when you short stroke it like that, you're thinking that it's in semi, that's when it's gonna go off like that. So far, it has handled a bunch of those mistakes and nothing has happened. But it seemed like I kind of slipped it off the the side of the tub and it fell, and it fell like 3 times. Maybe that's what caused it. It got hung up just at one time. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna cut this video for right now. I'm about 30 minutes long. So all I gotta say is this Umarex Heckler & Koch is better than that DPMSR or any other Crossman gun. They do have Sig Sauer machine guns, you know, like this, like these. They got Sig Sauers. Maybe they are good, but most of them are 430 feet per second, the highest. The highest that they got in blowback guns and rifles is 430, really. The highest FPS in any manufacturer. It's either Sig Sauer, it's either Crossman, it's either Umarex. Well, Umarex are making them higher. This is the strongest double CO2 rifle as of right now. Maybe y'all know something else is out there, but I don't know. I know it's the next one next to this that's probably a shade higher. As a matter of fact, I think this is stronger than that. It's the Umarex Legends. It's that World War II, 1930s, 1940s submachine rifle. It's nothing near like this. It's the old-fashioned classic vintage style. I thought I saw a 465 on that one, but I'm starting to realize that this Heckler & Koch is probably stronger. But it does hold 50 rounds in a magazine instead of 30 up in here. But I like this one better. I changed my mind about getting that vintage gun. I like this one better. Other than that, that's about it. Oh, one more thing. If it's ever Crossman that has a rifle like this that goes 700, that's just a pump action gun. I'm talking about double CO2s only. BBs, maybe pellets, double CO2, whether if it's semi-auto or full auto. Most of the way, 430 FPS is the highest that they got, whether if it's Pyramid Air or Sig Sauer or Crossman. But Umarex has came out with this one. And this one seems to be the strongest out of all of them. Anyways, that's it for right now. I don't have nothing else to say.